Namaste, Jai Bharat. Bangladesh is again in picture in a very interesting manner. There was one, I don't get his name correctly, Bangladeshi army officer who was chief of Bangladesh Rifles once upon a time. Because of him, the Bangladesh Rifles had a mutiny within, and then they had changed the name of the entire Bangladesh Rifle into something else. Now, that person has become very intimate to Muhammad Yunus, and he comes forward with thoughts of capturing the northeastern states of Bharat again for the second time. He has this wonderful plan of fighting and capturing the northeastern states of Bharat from Bharat with the help of China, of course. He even in his dreams he doesn't think of capturing it himself, but then he thinks that China will help him, and China will help him to conquer, and in return he will give everything to China, or anything to China for them. His simple objective is that to capture the seven sister states for Bangladesh, or for him, because he wants to be the boss. Yunus will be far flung, of course, though Yunus is instrumental right now. Now he says that if there is a war between Bharat and Bharat and Pakistan, Bangladesh will capture the seven sisters with the help of China. They will ask China to come and help, and China will come and help. This is what his confidence is. But he doesn't know what China will react to, how China will react to. China is a nation who will look after their own interests primarily. They should look after their own interests. And that's what they are. And many people, most people are like that. And if that's the case, I don't know if China is going to help Bangladesh's foolish notions, because with this they are going to gain nothing. Bangladesh is obviously not going to gain nothing. They are not going to get anything, but except this emotional outburst of foolishness. China would also have to see, because China needs the help of Bharat these days for various economic reasons. And I don't think these Chinese are so foolish to unnecessarily antagonize Bharat. We already have strained relations, but in a civilized manner, that I would say for the time being, in spite of all the characteristics of the Chinese dictatorship. I'm not talking about Chinese people. They had been culturally related to Bharat for a long time, very long time. So the people have nothing to do with this. So once there's a people-to-people contact, China is the best friend, one of the best friends for us, provided there's a people-to-people contact, and China ceases to be a dictatorship. Now they are dictators. They call themselves communists, but they have nothing to do with Marxism. As a matter of fact, they are imposing the discipline of communism, which is not really communism. Socialism, as per Marx, is dictatorship of proletariat. That's a situation, that's an economic situation after revolution that comes into existence, and that dictatorship they maintain. Proletariat is edited out. This is a dictatorship of the political party, and whosoever is the chief is really the dictator. And then they have gone into the capitalist mode of production. Given Marxian thoughts, it's a capitalistic mode of production. Then Marx is dividing different epochs of history into modes of production. He speaks of primitive communism to begin with. Then he talks about capitalistic mode of production. Then, of course, he goes to socialistic mode of production. And then, of course, towards the end, he goes to communist mode of production, which is very ideal, which has never taken place anywhere in the world. And logically, is not also going to take place. So, what China is right now doing is they have dictatorship, not of proletariats, but dictatorship of the Communist Party. Whatever name they give is all the same. And then the mode of production is capitalistic mode of production. Actually very capitalistic mode of production. With that, their economic strength is wonderfully increased. These two combinations very good, in the sense very deadly for others and very good for the nation, because the nation just becomes strong within no time. Because on the one hand, there is a dictatorship where common citizens can't speak; they simply have to obey, and the dictator has got visions. He has got intentions, he has got programs, and he lets the capitalist economy flow, where corporates are given freedom to produce, and they produce, they have market, they find market, they sell, and there's no one asking any questions to anyone. So this process of production, commodity, and market economy, all these things will boom like anything without any hindrance. That's the point. So they will make very steady progress, and the technology will definitely advance because all the technological support the government will give, or all the supports for technological research, or even copy. Mostly these people copy from other technologies who has found something. So this is nothing unusual. Also, uh, they, 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 the technology will take off because it's abundance of research. All supports any kind of research and studies, then naturally they'll progress. On the one hand, their economic strength is increasing on very rapid pace, and they support the research and kind of development, technology research, all those things. So they also will develop. So they will come out with new things. They will come out with very innovation. This is the situation in China. So I don't think that China will play into the foolish notions of Bangladesh. They would have definite interest in many other aspects, geopolitics, etc., but not at the cost of their economic strength. So they have to find out a balance between these two, and they shall. And I think most likely they are going to do that. They might even, at the most, China, what they would do is they would give them weapons, and that's a trade. China would give them weapons, and though they don't take money immediately, they will get it back in time with interest. So that's it. They might be giving them weapons and other supports, but I don't think they will send any Chinese soldier to fight with Bangladeshis against Bharat. So this, of course, remains as a dream of the Bangladeshi people who go from being foolish to further foolish. We shall meet again with some other thought. Till then, Namaste, Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.